Welcome back to part two. It's time for the hot tags of the week. Some different news and rumors and stories and everything else going down in the world of pro wrestling for the past couple of days. Let's get right into it here. There were some confusing reports about Lilian Garcia possibly being released from WWE. She clarified it a little bit by saying she was gone because she had some family issues going on with, I believe it was her father, had like some kind of health complications or whatever, and she's not being released. And there were people going, well, we were talking about a Garcia had some kind of issues or whatever. Typical standard bullshit. You know, you tried to get a scoop, it didn't work out, and, you know, now you're trying to backtrack and whatever. But if Lilian does end up leaving, it's going to end up being another case of somebody on the announcing side of things going, because we just had another release earlier today. We got rid of Rich Brennan and Kyle Edwards recently, but Alex Reyes is gone now too. I would assume nobody gives a shit, but just to be sure, anybody care about Alex Reyes being released?
Who's Alex Reyes?
He was somebody who did like backstage stuff at NXT, and I don't believe he really did anything else. I've seen him like a handful of times, and he was like generic. Nothing against the guy. I mean, he didn't seem terrible, but he didn't stand out to me as anybody who really could have gone that far. Anybody gonna be disappointed? Anybody really hate the guy? Anything like that?
Doesn't ring a bell, but good luck in your future endeavors.
Non-story.
Alrighty. Alberto Del Rio and Paige are dating. That's fucking weird, isn't it?
Yeah. Like this blew up as such a big thing for like 24 hours, and then it just like disappeared. I don't understand what people got so uppity about relationships for. Like, since when did we turn into fucking The View?
Stay tuned next week for Smack Talk, The View edition.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give a shit about their relationship. What you do in your own time's your own thing.
I just think it's a weird pairing.
Yeah,
maybe they should have been a tag team at FCW.
This is some TMZ bullshit. I don't give a shit.
Now, we got some reports about the guidelines that they've given to women that want to be in WWE. They've changed it up a little bit, and it's less about like the model thing than normal. You know, they're going in that direction. But specifically, something stood out to me on the report, which was they told them, don't ever blade if you want a job in WWE. If you ever blade on the indies, you're basically saying you don't want a job in WWE, which, I mean, they are kind of making it something where every time somebody bleeds, they stop the match and shit like that. But what a specific thing to throw out there. Like, don't you dare bleed if you're in an independent thing. We probably won't hire you. I would think that that would be something that should sort of be implied, right? Like, don't beat yourself up and carve your face up and shit.
Now, did you say this is only applicable on the women? Or this is for everybody?
It's probably for the men too, but this whole report was just about like an update to the thing that they're sending out to the women.
Huh. Yeah, I would think that would apply to everybody.
The three guidelines were be in the best shape possible, which should apply to everybody. And, oh god, I'm now blanking on what the other one, I just had it in my head a second ago. I think it was something like try to be as like well-rounded or something, like a very generic thing again, and then don't blade, like, huh? Like that kind of a thing. Just an odd thing that stands out to me. I don't know. Anybody have any other thoughts about this? Why they would specifically target that as something that needed to be said?
Well, I guess they just don't like the blood image in their company, so they don't want images of potential talent that might get big go all over the internet covered in blood. It's just not ladylike to be bleeding all over the place in their eyes, I guess. And it makes sense. It's something that should be out of wrestling in general. And, you know, if that's something they could use to affect the culture, then cool, I suppose.
I just looked it up just to be sure. It was to not blade, be in the best shape possible, and work on your promos. So it's like, look good, speak well, we'll teach you how to wrestle, but don't bleed. Very weird. I just saw Kalen's message. Not going to say that one on the air, but Drew, any thoughts about the blading situation?
I mean, I don't really care. There's not many instances in WWE where we will ever see a woman Blade. I don't think we will anytime soon. So if they want something like that, sure. By all means, do what you gotta do. It's not that deep. Anyone who gets their panties in a wad over this are just the idiots who want the Attitude Era back.
The running theme for tonight's hot tag seems to be, I don't really care. I hope anybody cares about any of the ones that are coming up, but I doubt for the next one, which is Stephanie McMahon is going to be having a memoir.
Tony, I care about this so much.
Yeah, anybody planning on reading that?
I'm not planning on it, but I would read it. It seems like she would have a lot of interesting stories. I thought it's been good when I've heard her on different podcasts talking about her experiences growing up behind the scenes.
Books are dumb.
Who's going to read when you can just, watch?
Is it going to have, a big centerfold of her tits? Because then maybe I'll buy it.
Tits.
So you see, you wanted them to be fucking interested. There you go.
Yeah, you know what? If they put that in there, maybe I will check it out. Maybe that's what a whole chapter is going to be about.
Just tits.
Yeah. But we have TNA behind on payments again. We don't really need to talk about all that much. It's just normal. Emma is going to be out for a while. She needs surgery for a ruptured disc in her back. So there goes the team E&D. Dana Brooke's going to be on her own for at least a foreseeable future. And, Emma comes up to the main roster, and within a couple weeks, gone.
Well, she had surgery today, and I heard it went well.
Were you there?
I was not, but I read it on the internet, so it must be true.
Huh. Well, I don't know if this is worse for Dana, if it's worse for Emma. It's just a weird situation.
I think it's worse for Emma.
No.
Why? Because she's not on TV and she's not wrestling, and this affects her career in so many ways because she's not working.
I would assume Emma was brought back up to the main roster to help Dana. And if Dana's going to be on her own over the next couple weeks or whatever, that it's going to be for Emma to come back, that's when Dana's going to end up either succeeding or failing. If she succeeds, they're not going to need Emma anymore. If she fails, then they're not going to really want to invest anything, so Emma's not going to be needed either.
It depends if you want to read into the internet, the dirt sheets, if you will. Apparently, a few people are starting to report that Vince really likes Emma, so maybe it's for that. Maybe it's that Emma might have just been called up because her character is really good for the most part, and she was never that bad of a wrestler. So I wish her the best. She's doing a lot better now than what she was at this time last year when she was on the main roster. So let's see what she does when she gets back.
I could see Vince liking Dana more.
Well, she has big fucking mongos of arms.
Mongos?
Yeah.
She's got Steve McMichael for arms.
Candygram for Mongo.
Last up here for the hot tags of the week. We like to speculate when it comes to trademark. Sometimes we're on the mark. Sometimes we're way off. I don't think any of us really thought that the revival was going to end up being the whole Dash and Dawson thing. But let's speculate when it comes to this one. Lady balls.
Mm-hmm.
The hell is this going to be?
It's because fucking tits was taken.
No, I wouldn't be surprised if this is some kind of training thing.
Training?
Like a medicine ball or a yoga ball or something like that.
Remember when I pitched the whole rolling fat wrestlers down and knocking down that jobber team? Maybe they're doing it with women.
This one I'm thinking, because Vince has always had a obsession with testicular fortitude and testicles and balls in general. So maybe this has something to do with the new women's revolution, and in order to succeed, you got to have lady balls. I don't know.
They're just releasing China's DVD.
That could be it too.
I don't know. I mean, this just seems like an odd choice of words that they would want to get away from, you know? Why lady balls out of everything? And if it's going to be a nickname for somebody, who the fuck's going to get the nickname Lady Balls?
It'd be great if it was Roman.
Roman, Lady Balls, Reigns. I'm assuming maybe not TNA, an NXT guy. Maybe it is a TNA guy, and they're just gonna call him Lady Balls.
I think that should be the next creator wrestler, Lady Balls.
Could be a tag team partner with Cognos for all those intergender matches. But yeah, I'm very curious what is going to end up happening with WWE Lady Balls, and if it ends up actually being a thing, or if it's just something that they're throwing out there because they decided, well, we got $10, let's just fucking register this or something. But I want to know what you guys think is going to end up happening with that trademark. Leave your comments below and tell us what you think about all these other hot tags as well. And we're going to take a break because I think that, these hot tags kind of need a break afterward.
And I got to scratch my Lady Balls.
Yeah. And we're going to come back after that and start getting into our predictions for Extreme Rules 2016.